New year, new Samsung devices, and this year we have the just announced Samsung Galaxy S24 series of phones, and at face value they look very similar to last year's phones. But this year's phones are a story of refinement and AI transformation. Let's kick it off with the S24 and S24 Plus. To be honest, design-wise, not much has changed. And this isn't necessarily a bad thing, as these were already beautiful phones. They both sport more durable aluminium, so perhaps they can withstand a drop or two better than last year's models. I strongly believe in experience over specifications. Phones are so powerful nowadays, and the specifications don't tell the whole story. So I won't discuss all of them, just the ones that I think that enable meaningful experiences. The S24 and S24 Plus either come with a Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, if you're in North America, and elsewhere it's powered by the Samsung's Exynos 2400. Of course, these phones will offer better performance than last year's, but what's more interesting to me is the new AI experiences that these chips can enable. But more on that later. The screens are much brighter this year, with a peak brightness of 2600 nits, and the S24 Plus gets a resolution boost from 1080p to 1440p. Both phones still offer a high refresh rate of up to 120Hz, so they should be silky smooth to use. Camera-wise, nothing much has changed from last year, so you still get a capable triple camera setup. Social media users will be happy to know that Instagram and Snapchat make use of the S24's full camera quality. So you can say goodbye to bad Instagram quality on Android, at least if you're a new Samsung owner. Also, the new Samsung S24 phones are the first to support HDR photos on Instagram. The S24 and S24 Plus will cost £799 or £999 respectively. And if you're interested in specs, I'll flash them on the screen now. Next up is the S24 Ultra, Samsung's flagship do-it-all smartphone. The S24 Ultra is powered by the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 in all regions where it's sold. Design-wise, the screen is now completely flat rather than the curved edges from previous years, and it has a titanium frame, just like the iPhone 15 Pro. The screen offers the same brightness updates from its smaller brothers and has Gorilla Armor Screen, that's supposedly 3 times crack resistant, 4 times scratch resistant, and offers 75% less reflections. So it looks to be a phone that can take on the world. For gaming, the S24 Ultra offers better cooling than previous years, with the largest vapor chamber yet. This was one of my biggest pet peeves with the iPhone 15 Pro series. Although being touted as a gaming phone, it would overheat so quickly and you would burn your hands. So I'll be interested to see how this compares. Camera-wise, it's very similar to last year's, with one major change. It still has a 4-camera setup, but this year's phone swaps out the 10x telephoto camera for a more manageable 50-megapixel 5x zoom one. It might sound like a downgrade, but in my eyes, it's actually an upgrade. 5x zoom is actually something you might use on a somewhat regular basis, and because it's a 50-megapixel sensor, you can actually crop into the sensor and still get 10x zoom at optical quality. So you're getting the best of both worlds. And of course, the S24 Ultra still retains the iconic S Pen for all of you note-taking fans out there. And if you want to pick up an S24 Ultra, it starts at £1,249. All the new S24 phones are available to pre-order now and go on sale January 31st. Okay, on to the interesting stuff. Galaxy AI. Samsung, like every other company at the moment, is going all in on AI. And while their latest smartphones are more of an iterative upgrade, nothing too revolutionary, their AI features are genuinely compelling. And Samsung's latest phones are more Google Pixel-like than ever. Let's start with Live Translate, a new feature that enables real-time call translation. This is perfect when you're traveling and you don't speak the native language. Let's say you need to book a restaurant or a taxi. Live Translate can translate what you're saying into the native language and then translate what the other person is saying back into your language. This is amazing, but in practice, I think it might cause some confusion. as everything is being communicated twice. This feature also works outside of phone calls. It can be used as an interpreter in person, or it can be used to live translate back and forth messages. The next big AI feature is support for Google's Gemini Nano, their multimodal AI. It's able to use this to change the tone of your writing. For example, for an email, you might want to be a bit more formal than you would in a text message. Or you might want to have some fun and have your language written in a style of a song or a poem. Samsung's voice recording app is now just like the Google Pixel. It's able to auto-transcribe your recordings and can distinguish between speakers and create a summary of your recording. If you like to take notes on your Samsung phone, whether handwritten or typed notes, then the next set of AI features will be useful for you. Galaxy AI is able to clean up your messy handwriting and turn it into something a bit more legible. And with Note Assist, it's able to organize and tidy your notes, add bullet points, put your notes into a certain style, and extract key points from your notes. The updated camera experience seems to copy some fan favorite features from Google's own Pixel phones, including Magic Eraser, the ability to erase subjects from images, and Magic Studio-like features, which allow you to use generative AI to expand photos or move subjects around. You can also add slow motion to videos that weren't originally shot in slow-mo. The next feature has to be my favorite. It's called Circle to Search and works within any app. When you see something you'd like to search for, if you long hold your power button, you're able to circle or highlight an item, and without leaving the app, it will search for that given item. So you might be watching a video and see an item you like, and instead of having to screenshot it and look for it later, you're able to quickly find it without ever having to leave the app. Adding to this, you can use generative AI to ask for detailed queries about the search. This feature is incredible, and it's also coming to Pixel phones. There are a host of AI features that I haven't covered here, but these are the key ones that make Galaxy AI genuinely impressive. These features enable new experiences and have the ability to transform the way you use your phone. It seems Galaxy is the new Pixel. But there's one more thing. Samsung is going to make a smart ring. It's only being teased for now, but you can expect Aura Ring-like features. So fitness, health, and wellness. So that's everything Samsung announced. Will you be picking up one of these new devices? And what do you think of Galaxy AI? Let me know in the comments below. Until then, I'll catch you in the next one.